Hey folks, it's the second day of youth season here, and we're setting up on a path. We're here near the house today, and yesterday we let one get away. Well, actually we let a few get away yesterday, but we got a group of does that are coming out onto the range here at the house and eating the acorns off the range. But they have a little buck that's hanging out with them. They really shouldn't be there. The older does should have long since ran him off, and we don't want him hanging out with them does. So we're going to try to get him this evening. We got the path that they use to come up to the range. I don't want to shoot him on the actual range. The path that comes up to the range is about 15 yards out here in front of us. I keep that path mowed, going down deeper into the woods, and the deer walk up that path. So we're sitting right here at this path. So hopefully he shows up this evening and we get him.
Yeah.
So the path is down here. It comes from deeper in the woods and it comes up right through here, right beyond us. And it comes out and it keeps going right out through there towards the range. And we're surrounded by pawpaw trees. They're all around us. So there's not going to be any shooting out of this blind except for straight ahead. But for the last couple weeks, they've been making this trip up through here at least once a day. Sometimes 3 or 4 times a day. They've been coming and checking the little acorns, the little pin oak acorns. The crows and the blue jays have been knocking them down. The deer have been coming up in the yard and eating them up in the range. So we're going to try to pick off this little buck today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We're looking for that buck now.
Is it a buck?
No, not the binoculars. It's a doe, a big doe. It's looking this way. No. Hang on. Be quiet.
Is it?
You're going to shot there anyway. She's going to turn. She's got to be patient. Uh-oh, you better shoot her. Get your gun on. Get on her. All right, hang on.
Did I shoot her in the head?
No. No, don't shoot her in the head. All right, go ahead if you can.
I got her.
You got her. I wish the bucket came first, but she had us pegged. She saw the blind. She knew we were here. Even though we're sitting in these pawpaws, she saw us.
I'm glad I left my earbuds in. That would have blew my hearing out
Yep. I'm glad you did too.
for the rest of the evening. It would have blown me out. Oh well, we'll have to try for the buck again next weekend.
No, she ran. That's a piece of sycamore bark laying there in the weeds.
When are we gonna go get her?
We'll give her a few minutes and we'll go for her.
I saw her first. I saw her first.
Daddy I couldn't see the path. I didn't expect them to come from that path. I expected them from this
I
path.
saw the deer.
I'm sitting over here looking at the path that goes deeper in the woods, not the path that goes back up towards the house.
I was was guessing they would probably come from across the range and from over the road across the range.
Let's give her about 10 minutes and then we'll go look for her. Okay, we'll go look for a deer.
Yeah, it was coming up our deer trail, and I got a good shot, and I took it, and now we're gonna go see if we can find it.
All right, let's go. Get your 300 black out.
Yeah, I gotta bring that in case we see another or a coyote.
All right. Okay. Deer hunting in flip-flops. Oh my goodness.
Flip-flops and an unconventional way of dressing.
Yeah. She spied us in the blind. I was hoping that she would come on and the rest of the group would come, but it didn't happen that way.
Didn't always happen like you want it to happen.
Alright, I gotta figure out where. So here's the trail she was in right here.
Yeah. Use this to get to all
Right here.
spots.
Right here's where she was standing, I think.
Bird. Probably.
So that's where her front feet were at, and that's where her rear feet were at. Sometimes with these little cartridges, like the 300 blackout, you don't get blood right away. So what I was talking about with these little cartridges, you don't always get an immediate blood trail. And I'm gonna show you where she was standing, and I'm gonna walk to where I found the first drop of blood. All right, so here's where she was standing. This is where her front feet were. Her back feet were back here. So we're gonna come around here, and we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. We go 4 great big steps before we even. So she made 4 bounds. Yep. She made 4 bounds before she even started bleeding. All right, so now we gotta figure out which way she went.
She went this way. See more blood.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, she's been going down in there, some rough looking stuff. We're deer hunting with shorts and flip flops, and not even got boots on, just got shoes on. It was so hot today. See, she's all up on this stuff. We got good blood up here. She's not gonna go that far. It just seems like it when you're tracking them. Now, unfortunately, I think she went in the water. So her last blood before the creek is here. I can see blood on that little sandbar out there. You can probably see in the camera too. So she was made across the creek. So we've got to cross the creek. Remember I told you I'm not even wearing boots. I got on slip-on shoes. So in a situation like this, the easiest thing to do is so you don't have to carry a bunch of water weight around is to take your shoes off. Hopefully there's no unfriendly bacteria in the water today. So here we go. Down in the water. Alright, so we got blood here. Now we gotta figure out where she went up on the other side. And that's easy enough. She's going in a straight line. Creek's cold today, boy. Woo. Look at all that rock down there. Until recently, the road that we live off of was gravel. Now recently, I mean like within the last 15 years, they've paved it. And we used to have big storms. And, well, when we had big storms, hurricanes and such, the creek would overwash the road and it would take a bunch of rock down the creek with it. And here it is, all down here. Alright, made the other side, so now we're going to shake off a little dirt, a little water, slip our shoes back on, and continue the track. Here we are, back on the trail. She's bleeding like a stuck hog, man. It's amazing she came as far as she has. Look at that piece of balloon. Yeah, a piece of a balloon. I can't believe she's still going. But I can believe it. I just wish she wasn't still going. Oh, look at that trail. That's a trail. She was a big one. I see her. We finally caught her. And she's already covered in flies. So the deer must have been angling more than I thought it was, because the injured wound is in front of the shoulder, but the off shoulder is broken. So it was a good hit. It's just she was a big doe and she had enough energy to come. It really ain't as far as it looked because of how we were walking, but around stuff. But she made it 150 yards or so. Let's get her out of these flies and back to the eldest princess. I'm not going to record the dragging back because you don't need to listen to me huff and puff. Now this is where we have to make a decision. I can go straight through the woods back to the path that we started on, which really isn't that far. Or I can go up the creek to a path that comes right to the creek, but that's further. Yes. But if the creek is deep enough, she'll float and it'll be less work. But it'll be less work dragging. But I'll have to walk up the creek in bare feet because I'm not wearing my boots. So I think I'm gonna go bushwhacking and just go that way since it's closer. That way it's a couple hundred yards that way. This way right here, it's like 60 yards. So back to the path, and I can leave her and go get her. The flies are all over this thing already. It's so warm today. I got to get it out of these bushes before the flies toted it off. So I'm going to go the short way. We got her loaded up along with other targets that we shot earlier this week. So anyway, we're going to get her out of here. Thanks for watching our first deer harvest of the 2025-26 deer season. And y'all stay safe in the deer woods. And God bless.